And we're visiting this morning with our Devils on Ice feature with head coach of the Oregon State Sun Devils, Greg Powers. Greg, welcome to the show as always.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your weekend. Had Colgate in town this last weekend and got yourself a win and had another shot at a sweep and just fell a little bit short. So tell me the overall how you felt about the weekend.
Well, again, we're going to take more positives than negatives, but our guys have to learn from the last 2 weeks. Having to win a period to get a sweep and not seeing it through. But so that's disappointing. Credit to RPI and Colgate obviously for finding ways to win those games. And sweeping at this level is hard. It's difficult. So all we can do is use our experience over the last couple of weeks as a learning one, and we will, and we'll move forward.
It looks like the guys are getting more and more confident, though, especially here in this building. They're playing with more confidence. They feel like they can win.
Yeah, absolutely. They're starting to believe, and there's no reason why they shouldn't. Are we an elite team? No, but we've proven that when we play the right way, we can play with the best teams and obviously win some games. So it's all part of our process, and we're figuring it out as we go and learning every week. And but we definitely feel as a staff and as a program that we're getting better every day.
We talked earlier about the segmenting of the schedule the way you have, and you've gotten through a really tough part of it right now, and now you're starting to get some opportunity to not only play home, but play some opponents that are probably closer to you guys right now. Is that a fair assessment? Yeah,
I think so. All good programs, and obviously there's not a gimme at the Division I level. But when you play the highly ranked and the caliber of teams that we did in those first dozen games or so, it's going to set you up to be pretty successful if you approach it the right way, if you don't let it get you down and break confidence and get negative, which we didn't do. Again, we segmented our season and we're 2-2 in this new segment. We wanted to be a little bit more above 500 than that, but we're 2-2, and our goal for this segment was to finish over 500, and it's still very attainable.
When does the segment end for you, and when do you go into the third segment?
This one ends after, this is our third segment. We segmented that long road trip as our second one.
Okay.
But this is our third one, and it ends after the Desert Classic, and then the final segment will be the last 2 months of the season.
So as we look forward to the Desert Classic right now, give me an update on how things are going as far as preparation, teams coming in, ticket sales, all that good stuff.
I don't know where ticket sales are. I know they're working hard and doing some creative stuff up there to fill the seats, and I'm sure they will. But we're excited. We're excited to have those guys in, and it's going to be a great, unique setting up in Prescott in a nice facility that's pretty intimate, but it's a good college facility. It's going to be a different experience up in the mountains, and it won't be as warm as it is down here, unfortunately, for the visiting teams. But we're excited about it. 3 great programs, and we obviously have a big trip before that coming up that we're more focused on right now. But we're excited to get up there.
Let's talk about that trip. It's a Friday, Saturday, and then a Tuesday of all things, right? So you're going to be on the East Coast for a few days.
Yeah, we're going to go out for a week. They're out of class. Finals end this week. We're going to have a nice light week of practice and let them focus on academics and their final exams, and come out here and have some fun and keep things loose. And then we'll get back to work kind of on Friday and Saturday, and then we leave Sunday. We play AIC on Tuesday, and AIC has made massive improvements in their program in just a year with their new staff, and they're going to be tough. They play everybody tough that they've played, and we'll get a good look at them against Maine this weekend, and then we have a few days off, and we head to UMass, who's another really good emerging program with a new staff that's doing a great job. So it'll be a challenging trip, but one we think we can make some progress on if we go and play the right way.
One of the things we don't talk a whole lot about, I don't think, is the academic side of your student athletes. So give me a little update on how the student athletes are performing in the classroom.
They're doing outstanding. We last year had a team cumulative GPA of 3.4, and that's the highest out of all men's sports at ASU, so we're really proud of them for that. And it should be right around that still this year. We'll find out here in a couple of weeks, but again, they have final exams this week. We took this weekend off because of our travel schedule previously, and just wanted them to focus on exams. And so we told them, this week's all about you guys just succeeding in the classroom. We'll get some good workout in and keep you guys fresh and polished up, and then on Friday we'll get back to work and head out east.
How are we doing health-wise so far? Everybody still pretty healthy?
Yeah. For this point in the season, to really right now only have one guy out. Ratsy's been out for 8 games, and I think he's going to be back for the road trip, which is a huge boost to our back end. And then Steiner's probably out for that road trip, and he'll be back after. So to really only have one guy that's out for injury going into this road trip mid-season is pretty good, and it's a credit to our training staff, Chad Walker, and all the great docs we have.
So all the guys that you have on the ice right now are doing a great job for you, and obviously let's touch again, just a reminder to everybody about who you got coming in next year, because that recruiting class just seems to be better and better every day.
Yeah, we're excited. We have the 5 kids that we announced, and up front, Tyler Malpe and Johnny Walker. Malpe's leading the Alberta League in scoring, and Johnny Walker is one of the leading goal scorers in the USHL. Back end, we have Patrick Kudla, who's obviously the Arizona Coyotes draft pick. He's having a great year in Dubuque. Jacob Wilson's leading as the captain, Sioux City to a heck of a season. Really good two-way right shot defenseman. And then obviously, who am I missing? Vito Janssens.
Yeah.
And Vito's a tremendous player. Big, 6'4", 210, skates well, physical. He's at a point per game from the back end for Aston, and they're having a great year out in Pennsylvania. So really excited about those 5, and then obviously we have some kids that haven't signed yet that we can't discuss in detail that we'll add in the spring signing class. So we're excited about everybody.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. You do have some guys that will sign again in March, so you're not done by any stretch for this year.
No, we're not done. We're not done yet. We're always looking to get better, and if we can, we will. So we're excited to keep recruiting and build into our program.
And final question: I spent the weekend up in Las Vegas going over the UNLV program that's now stepping up to ACHA D1 next year, and they had nothing but good things to say about you again and the blueprint. I think Steve told me the word of the day for him was what he's stolen from you. So give me a little of your feelings of. I guess you got to feel pretty good about what you've been able to establish here. That is good enough that people want to copy it.
Absolutely. It's not rocket science. You just gotta treat kids the right way and put the program in front of yourself, and that's what those guys are doing up there. And they're doing some creative things that we never did. Really impressed with the progress that they've made in such a short period of time. It's very similar to what we went through. They're doing a great job. All those guys up there, from Z to Artie to Nick to obviously Greener, leading the charge on the bench. They're doing a heck of a job, and it's been fun to watch.
So this weekend they go for the 19th and 20th wins of the season so far, which is basically what they told me you told them they needed to do. You did.
Yeah.
They told me that you told them they needed to go win first,
Yeah.
and then let everything else fill in after that.
Well, and it's just everyone asks what the blueprint was to get this to NCAA, and the honest answer is there wasn't a blueprint. We never set out to make this an NCAA program. We just wanted to be the best at the level that we played at, and we turned into that. So the lesson literally is focus on what's right in front of you, and that's what I keep telling those guys. Don't get too ahead of yourselves. You got to win it at your Division II level, and then you have to elevate to ACHA Division I, and you have to win and be dominant at that level and kind of prove your worth and continue to just kind of work on what's right in front of you, and whatever happens. If they go NCAA, I'll be happy for them. If they don't, I think they're doing everything they possibly can the right way to be an elite ACHA program, and that's really all they should be focused on right now.
And we'll wrap it up, of course, the ACHA team that's right here that you coached previously, and the job that they're doing. That group of guys is really coming together, aren't they?
Yeah, really proud of them. Obviously, they dropped a tough one Friday at U of A, and that's something I always hate to see. But what was really, I think, telltale of what they have in that room and the job that Josh and his staff are doing was how they bounced back and completely dominated them the next night. I think they beat them 5-0. So that was great to see. It's always telltale after a really tough loss how you're going to bounce back from that, and they did. They bounced back in a great way, and they're on their way to doing some great things.
Well, Greg, I appreciate your time as always. Good luck next weekend, and next week, I should say. And we'll see you definitely up at the Desert Classic.
Thanks, Scott.